What is up, guys? Disturbed here. So today we're going to do a guide on the Antoran Charhound mount. But before we get into the video, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, so when I post content like this, you are the first to know of it. Alright, let's get started. This mount is dropped in Antorus, the Burning Throne, off the second boss, Felhounds of Sargeras. This mount drops on Raid Finder, Normal, Heroic, and Mythic Difficulty. However, you can solo LFR, and I'm going to show you how to do it. In order to access the new LFR, you will have to come to the new Dalaran, right there on the map, and talk to this fella. And click on the Lights Breach Vision. This will queue you for the LFR, and you will then enter. Once inside, you will have to kill all the trash up to the first boss. Classes such as monks, paladins, and DKs that can sustainably heal through the encounters should not have a problem with this. However, if your class does not have a reliable heal, aka a demon hunter, I would suggest bringing some health potions or soul stones, something that you can pop if you need it. Also, your item level will make a big difference. I suggest anything above 380. 380 is really the bare minimum you need. The higher the better. And if you don't feel like you can solo this fight, there is no shame in calling in a friend to come help you. You can easily two-man this, no problem. But solo is fairly simple if you know what to do, which is, don't worry, why I'm making this guide. So anyways, we're going to clear out the rest of the trash, and I will see you guys at the first boss. So once you have killed the last of the trash, the boss will pop up and knock you back. At this point, you are ready to begin the encounter. Starting this encounter, you will want to save most, if not all, of your offensive as well as defensive cooldowns for the last half of this fight. And I'll explain why in a minute. So basically, you're going to DPS the boss down to about 50%. The boss will target you with Fel Bombardment. This ability will knock you back, and it is really annoying. It does not really hit that hard, so you can sustain it. The boss will also target you with Annihilation. This will spawn a big green puddle at your location. You will have to run out of it before it goes off. Other than that, the fight is not that bad. You will deal with those two abilities until the boss reaches 60%. Once you get the boss to 60%, he will then kneel over and aim 2 cannons at you. At which point you will have to destroy the left or right cannon. Pick one and destroy it. It doesn't really matter which one you choose. The damage output is about the same either way. Now, once you damage that cannon and destroy it, the boss will then knock you back. Try to stay up there if you are surviving and topped off, and keep as much uptime on the boss as you can. The fight will continue as normal with the boss targeting you with the same 2 abilities. If you haven't already, now is the time to top yourself off, and then you will DPS the boss down to 20%. Once the boss hits the 20%, he will lean over and aim the last cannon at you. You will have to target the cannon and destroy it, and then get away from the boss as he will knock you back. At this point, the boss will then transition into the burn phase, where everything is going to hit a lot harder. It's time to pop all your cooldowns, everything you've got, all of your defensives, and burn the boss down before he can kill you. The ticks were hitting me for about 10k each, so it did tickle. So again, burn the boss down as quickly as you can, and that's about it for that fight. Once you are all healed up, we can then head for the second boss. Now, all of this trash can be skipped simply by running as far to the side as you can. They will not pull. So run past that and watch out for these swirlies they're dropping. Don't get hit by those. And just keep running through. Again, you can skip this trash as well. Just run off to the side as far as possible. Do not run through the puddle, as it will spawn an ad that you will have to kill. Same thing, run by them as far off to the side as you can, and we are to the second boss. Once all your cooldowns are back up, we will go ahead and pull the second boss. This boss is in fact the boss that drops mount. Yay! But before you get too excited, please know that once you pull this boss and they both come together, they will buff each other. Great, that's always good news. But anyway, the good news is they share a health pool. So pop all your cooldowns and burn the bosses down. Now, you will have to keep an eye on the boss's rage. Once they hit 100 rage, they will cast an ability. One of them will. So you'll have to keep an eye on that. Just DPS down as much as you can. Pop your cooldowns. And keep DPSing until the rage meter fills up. Once the rage meter fills up, I went ahead and moved a little early. Just so I would avoid it, because it is a lot of damage when it does come out. But once it hits 100 energy, one of the dogs will start to pulsate. As you can see here, I start kiting away. The orange dog starts to pulsate, sending out a purple orb that will start to pull you in its direction. Do not get caught in that. That will kill you. Now you will continue DPS on the dog that is in front of you, trying to maximize the uptime on your DPS. At 50%, the dogs will start to hit a little harder and start casting some new abilities. The orange dog will flame breath you, and you cannot avoid that. You will have to take that like a champ and try to heal through it. He will also target you with a flame beam. You will have to pop a cooldown. You cannot dodge this, as it does move with you. Once the beam goes off, move out of it, as it does leave flame patches on the ground, and they do hurt. Again, keep focus on the dog's fury. Once it reaches 100, you'll have to kite them away again. When you kite the dog away, this is a great time to pop a heal off if you have time, and basically just sustain the fight. It's nearly over. Pop what you have for offensive cooldowns if you have them, as well as any remaining defensive cooldowns you have, and burn the boss down. I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, remember to like it, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that little bell notification, so that way when I post content like this, you guys are the first to know about it. Alright guys, thank you.